What's going on, guys? It's Risk Instinct here. Welcome back if you're already a subscriber, and welcome anyway if you're new to the channel. So today I seen the Twitter post that Battlefield 1 put up about releasing the hardcore servers, or how were people liking the hardcore servers, and I hadn't had a chance to try them yet. So as soon as I got that news, I jumped on and thought I'd make a video on it and just say my thoughts on it. But the problem with that was, it took me ages to get a game. I could not get a fucking game at all. All the servers were empty, and I was a little bit disappointed because I really wanted to give it a go.
Hello darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk with you again.
But then I come across a server that was pretty much full, jumped in, had a go, and these are a few things that I did notice about it. Because at the way it stands at the moment, Battlefield 1 is, as I've said before, there is no fucking teamwork at all. Occasionally you get one or two that actually helps out, but for the main part, most of them, they don't have a clue what they're doing. But here's a few things that I did notice about hardcore mode, and I'll give my thoughts on them as I go. In typical hardcore Battlefield fashion, the map was removed, which means that you're not going to get ratted out by showing up on the map, but this time they left a compass in there so you can actually tell which way is north, south, east, west, which I really like that, because in other, I'll use Battlefield 4 for an example because that's what I've got most time on. Someone calls it out and it'll just say that they're northeast of your position or whatever, and that can be a little bit difficult to navigate sometimes, so I'm really glad that they left that in there. Friendly players don't actually come up straight away as friendly players. They no longer have the tag above their head until you actually look at them, so you've got to take that extra time. It adds that more realism to it, that you've actually got to identify your targets. I did like that feature. Your bullet count, whereas in Battlefield 4 you couldn't see how much bullets you had left full stop. I like how in this you don't know how many you've got in your actual gun, you don't know how many you've got left in your magazine, which leaves it up here. You got to think and count how many bullets you've got, and reloads are more of a thing that you need to really worry about. But they left it so that you can actually see how many bullets you've got left to reload with, and I did like that because that in the other games that was a bit of a problem. You didn't really know when you was going to run out of bullets. Another feature they put in, when you shoot somebody, the only indication you've got whether you killed them or not is you go listen for that sort of a low pitch, sort of a ding sound when you kill them, and they didn't. I just don't feel that they really needed to remove that. And I did actually notice a reduced amount of snipers, which I don't got nothing against snipers, I love snipers, but not the ones that basically don't even want to be part of the game. They're just there as target practice for people. Another cool feature I noticed, the little compass that I was talking about earlier, while it doesn't show the map, if you walk close enough to the out of bounds area, it actually does show where it is. So if you actually walk out of it, you can find your way back in, not like in other Battlefields where you wasn't quite sure where the edge of the boundary stopped. When being spotted, like in typical Battlefield fashion, you'll no longer have that stupid tag above your head. Like, that adds to more realism, I think. Like, if you spotted in a real war, you're not going to have this great big red tag above your head now, are you? So I am glad that they kept that feature in. I like how they kept the locked vehicle view feature. Like, if you're in it, you're stuck in first person mode, you can't just go third person vehicle mode, and it's really, really funny because you notice how many people avoid using tanks on that now because they have to use it from the inside, and all the people that can't use first person mode, you notice they just completely leave the tanks alone.
You have no power here.
Although there does seem to be like a crosshair zoom bug, like the crosshairs are removed completely, but if you use the zoom, it seems to bring it back, and I'm not sure if that was intentionally left there or not, but I think if they're going to have no crosshair in normal mode, they might as well just go the full honky and not have it at all. And oh my god, I actually got the shock of my fucking life, because I think all the veteran players have gone to the hardcore mode, because I noticed people were actually playing as a team. They weren't like full-blown, like full army tactics or anything like that, but it was there was people healing now, and that is essential in hardcore mode because you don't regain health. There was people resupplying, there was people teaming up and helping on objectives. I nearly went into cardiac arrest when I seen it. And it's really good to see, because I was about a bee's dick away from just going back to Battlefield 4. I was so close to being done with this game. I wouldn't say it's completely redeemed the game, but it's certainly made it a lot better. As I said, there's people that are actually playing as a team. The only thing I can think of that being is the veterans are playing hardcore mode. Newer players might think it's a little bit too hard, or it makes the game a lot more intense. Tanks have more of a meaning, bombers, anything that does explosive damage, just it feels like it's got more of a purpose now, because it does so much more damage, and that widespread area that before perhaps would have only hit them for 25 will now kill them pretty much. But these have been my views on the hardcore. I'm glad they added it. There's a lot of things I'd still like to see them just patch up a little bit, and this isn't going to completely redeem the game, but it makes it that little bit more playable now, because as I said, everyone's playing, well, not everyone, but there's a good majority of teamwork now. Like before, the ratio was probably 1 to 9, like one being the team that was actually playing as a team, and 9 being the just random individuals running around playing for their own team. So just even that little bit of teamwork makes the difference. Leave a thumbs up if you liked the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Later guys.